Every single day, you get two choices to drift through life or to design it. One keeps you comfortable. The other makes you powerful. So today, I want to share 10 things you must work on every single day if you want to become someone unshakable, unstoppable, and unapologetically confident. Your mindset, your mind is your greatest weapon. If you let negativity, fear, or doubt take over, you've already lost the battle before it even begins. So train your thoughts like a soldier trains for war. Every morning, ask yourself, am I thinking like a victim or a victor? Self-discipline, motivation fades. Discipline stays. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like it. It's waking up early, finishing what you start, and keeping promises to yourself. That's how confidence is built, not from talking, but from doing. Emotional control, people will test you. Life will push you. Don't give your emotions the power to control your actions. Learn to pause before reacting. Power isn't in shouting back. It's in mastering your response. Physical strength. Your body is your foundation. If you're weak physically, you'll struggle mentally. Move your body every day. Train, stretch, challenge it. Strong body, strong mind. It's that simple. Communication, how you speak determines how people see you. Your voice, your tone, your words, they can open doors or close them forever. Speak with clarity, listen with intent, and remember, confidence is quiet, insecurity is loud. Integrity, do the right thing, even when no one's watching, because when you compromise your integrity, you lose the one thing you can't buy back. Respect for yourself. And once you lose that, nothing else matters. Focus, the world wants your attention. Social media, gossip, noise, all designed to keep you distracted. Protect your focus like your life depends on it, because it does. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. Learning every day, learn something. Read, observe, ask questions, because when you stop learning, you stop growing. And when you stop growing, you start dying inside. Gratitude, no matter how hard life gets, there's always something to be grateful for. Gratitude keeps you grounded. It reminds you that strength isn't about having everything. It's about making the best of what you have. Purpose. Without purpose, even success feels empty. Know why you wake up every morning. When you have purpose, you can endure anything. When you don't, even comfort becomes meaningless. So here's your challenge. Work on these 10 things every single day. Not just when it's easy, not just when it's convenient, every day. Because real strength isn't built overnight. It's built in silence, in the small, consistent choices you make when nobody's watching. You want a powerful life? Then build it. One disciplined, focused, and purposeful day at a time. Your mindset is the foundation of everything you will ever become. It's the difference between people who rise and those who remain stuck in the same place year after year. Your thoughts dictate your actions. Your actions create your habits, and your habits shape your reality. Every great achievement, every strong relationship, every victory you'll ever experience begins inside your mind. When you control your thoughts, you control your life. But when your thoughts control you, you become a prisoner of your own fears and doubts. Most people never realize how powerful their mindset is. They wake up and immediately let the world decide how they feel. The news, social media, other people's opinions, all of it starts to shape their emotions before they've even had a chance to choose how they want to feel. They give their power away without even noticing. But those who achieve real success, those who carry quiet confidence wherever they go, understand that mindset is a daily choice. It's not something that happens by accident. It's something you work on with intention, discipline, and awareness. You can have all the talent in the world, all the opportunities, and all the resources. But if your mind is weak, You'll find a way to sabotage yourself. You'll overthink. You'll procrastinate. You'll find excuses to not take that next step. But if your mind is strong, even when life throws obstacles your way, you'll find a way through them. You'll use setbacks as lessons. You'll use pain as fuel. The difference isn't luck, it's mindset. Every single morning, you're presented with two voices, the voice that tells you to stay comfortable and the one that pushes you to grow. The comfortable voice says, "You've done enough. You deserve a break. You're not ready yet." It's soft, persuasive, and always convenient. The other voice is the voice of growth. It's the one that says, "You can do better. You're capable of more. Stop waiting for the perfect time." That voice is quieter at first, but it's the one you must learn to listen to, because every time you choose growth over comfort, you strengthen your mindset. A strong mindset doesn't mean you don't feel fear or doubt. It means you face them head on. You don't run from your insecurities. You confront them. You don't avoid hard things. You train yourself to handle them. You don't rely on the world to make you feel good. You create your own state of mind. Because when your mindset is powerful, no one can take your peace away. The truth is, your thoughts are not facts. Just because your mind tells you something doesn't make it true. I can't do this. I'm not good enough. I'll never make it. These are stories your brain tells you to protect you from failure, but protection and growth cannot coexist. Every time you challenge those thoughts, every time you question your own limitations, you rewrite the script of your life. You stop being a victim of your circumstances and start becoming the author of your story. Most people wait until their environment changes before they change their mindset. They say, once I get the job, once I make more money, once people respect me, then they'll think differently. But it doesn't work like that. You change your mindset first and your environment will follow. You start thinking and acting like the person you want to become, not the person you currently are. You visualize, you affirm, you move with purpose, and slowly the world begins to align with your inner reality. It's not easy because your mind will always try to drag you back to old patterns. The human brain loves familiarity. Even if your habits are destructive, they feel safe because they're known. Growth, on the other hand, feels uncomfortable. But that discomfort is where the transformation happens. Every time you push yourself past what feels safe, your mind expands. You begin to see yourself differently. You start believing that you are capable of more than you once imagined. Training your mindset isn't a one-time thing. It's a daily discipline. You can't meditate once and call yourself centered. You can't read one book and call yourself wise. You can't handle one challenge and call yourself strong. It's a constant practice. It's catching negative thoughts the moment they appear and choosing better ones. It's reminding yourself that you are not your failures. It's refusing to let temporary emotions dictate permanent decisions. It's holding yourself accountable to the standard you set, not the one that feels easy. The way you speak to yourself matters. If you tell yourself you're tired, you'll feel exhausted. If you tell yourself you're overwhelmed, your brain will find reasons to prove it. But if you tell yourself, I can handle this, I'm learning, I'm growing, your brain starts finding evidence to match that belief. The language you use shapes the lens through which you see the world. That's why strong people guard their self-talk as carefully as they guard their time. Your environment plays a role too. Surround yourself with people who feed your growth, not your excuses. Energy is contagious, and if you're around negativity long enough, it will become your default state. Choose to be around people who challenge your thinking, who push you to level up, who remind you of your potential when you start to forget it. And finally, remember that mindset is not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing power over pity, progress over excuses, responsibility over blame. It's about facing reality without letting it define your worth. The world will never stop testing you. What matters is how you choose to interpret those tests. Some people see problems and break down. Others see problems and build strength. The same situation, two completely different outcomes. And it all comes down to mindset. When you master your mindset, you stop being controlled by circumstances. You become the kind of person who creates calm in chaos, who keeps moving forward even when everything around you feels uncertain. You become unshakable, not because life gets easier, but because you get stronger. Discipline is the backbone of success, the invisible force that separates the wish from those who achieve. Motivation is fleeting. It burns hot for a moment and fades just as quickly. Discipline, however, is steady. It's not loud. It's not glamorous, but it's what gets you up when you're tired, keeps you moving when no one is watching, and pushes you to do the work that needs to be done regardless of how you feel. Discipline is the bridge between goals and results. Without it, dreams stay as dreams. When you rely on motivation, you rely on emotion. You act when you feel inspired, you stop when you don't. That's why so many people start strong and fade away within weeks. They think they need to feel ready before they act, not realizing that readiness comes from action itself. Discipline doesn't wait for feelings. It moves despite them. It's the decision to go for a run when your body says rest, to keep studying when your mind says quit, to continue working on your craft when no one else believes in you. It's choosing progress over comfort, purpose over pleasure. Discipline is built in the small, consistent moments no one sees. It's in the way you wake up on time when the alarm goes off instead of hitting snooze. It's in how you handle the temptation to scroll, to skip, to slack off. Every small decision is a vote for who you are becoming. Most people underestimate how much those moments matter. They think greatness comes from big wins, but the truth is it's built from thousands of small, disciplined choices stacked over time. The way you do the little things is the way you do everything. You have to train discipline like a muscle. At first, it feels uncomfortable. You'll resist it. You'll find excuses that sound logical. But if you push through, if you keep showing up, even when it's inconvenient, you start to strengthen that inner muscle. Soon, what was once difficult becomes part of who you are. You begin to crave structure, routine, order. You start trusting yourself because you know you'll do what you said you'd do. That trust is confidence. It's self-respect. It's the quiet certainty that no matter what comes your way, you can rely on you. Discipline also teaches you patience, something the world has forgotten. Everyone wants fast results, instant success, overnight recognition. But discipline reminds you that real success is slow, methodical, earned through repetition and consistency. It's putting in the work when results are invisible. It's trusting the process when no one else does. Discipline isn't about speed. It's about endurance. It's about holding the line day after day, brick after brick, even when progress feels invisible. Because the truth is, growth is invisible until it's not. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you're reshaping your identity. You're telling yourself, I'm not the kind of person who gives up easily. I'm the kind of person who follows through. That's powerful. When your identity shifts, your habits follow. It's no longer about forcing yourself to do things. It becomes natural. You no longer need to convince yourself to act because it's part of who you are. That's when discipline stops being effort and starts being instinct. But discipline also demands honesty. You can't be disciplined and lie to yourself at the same time. You can't claim to want success, but keep making excuses. You can't say you're committed and still look for shortcuts. Discipline is about facing your own weaknesses without sugarcoating them. It's about holding yourself accountable when no one else will. It's looking in the mirror and admitting, I can do better, and then actually doing it. It's also about sacrifice. To stay disciplined, you have to give things up: comfort, laziness, distraction, sometimes even people who hold you back. You can't chase every pleasure and still expect to reach your full potential. Discipline is not punishment. It's prioritization. It's understanding that every yes to something meaningless is a no to something that matters. Successful people aren't superhuman. They've just mastered the art of choosing what truly deserves their energy. Discipline is not about perfection. It's about persistence. You will mess up. You will skip days. You will fall short. But what matters is getting back up. Too many people quit because they expect the path to be smooth. They think discipline means never failing. It doesn't. It means failing and still continuing. It means refusing to let one bad day turn into a bad week. It means forgiving yourself, learning from it, and returning stronger. Discipline is not about doing everything right. It's about refusing to stay wrong. The beautiful thing about discipline is that it compounds. Just like money earns interest, your efforts do too. The small actions you repeat every day eventually create massive results. It doesn't happen overnight, but one day you'll look back and realize how far you've come, and it won't be because of one big decision, but because of thousands of small ones. Discipline quietly builds greatness while everyone else is waiting for motivation to show up. Discipline also gives you freedom, even though it may not feel that way. Most people think discipline is restrictive, but in reality, it's what gives you control. When you're disciplined, you're no longer controlled by impulses or moods. You don't depend on luck or external motivation. You own your time, your actions, your life. That's real freedom, the ability to act with intention, not reaction. The more disciplined you become, the freer you are from chaos, distraction, and regret. When you watch truly successful people, they all share the same quality. They show up. Whether they feel like it or not, they show up. They understand that consistency beats intensity every time. You don't have to do everything perfectly. You just have to keep doing it, because discipline isn't glamorous. It's repetitive. It's lonely. It's often unseen, but it's the quiet force behind every masterpiece, every strong leader, every fulfilled person. Discipline demands respect for time. Every wasted hour is an opportunity you'll never get back. When you live with discipline, you learn to guard your time fiercely. You plan, you prioritize, and you protect your focus. You stop letting distractions dictate your day. You stop saying yes to things that drain you. You start moving through life with purpose, and that purpose fuels you more than any burst of motivation ever could. The truth is, no one is naturally disciplined. It's a skill built through repetition and resistance. Every time you act, despite your emotions, you reinforce your ability to do it again. It's like forging steel. The more pressure you apply, the stronger it becomes. That's what discipline does to your character. It hardens your resolve, sharpens your focus, and builds the inner needed to withstand whatever life throws at you. Discipline doesn't make you emotionless. It makes you unstoppable. It turns chaos into structure, hesitation into habit, and weakness into willpower. It gives you control over the only thing you can truly command, yourself. Purpose is the compass that gives direction to everything you do. Without it, life feels like movement without meaning, busy but empty, active but aimless. Purpose is what turns effort into fulfillment and struggle into growth. It's the reason behind your actions, the fire that keeps burning even when motivation fades and the road gets rough. When you know your why, every how becomes possible. When you lose your sense of purpose, even comfort begins to feel like a cage. Purpose gives meaning to both your victories and your challenges. It gives you a reason to get up every day with intent instead of drifting through life waiting for something to happen. Many people go through life reacting instead of living. They wake up, go to work, chase money, chase approval, chase pleasure, but never stop to ask why. They follow a script written by others, not realizing that purpose is not found in imitation, but in introspection. It's not about what looks successful to the world. It's about what feels right to your soul. True purpose isn't something you stumble upon. It's something you uncover through reflection, through pain, through persistence. It's born out of understanding what moves you, what challenges you, and what leaves you feeling alive. When you live without purpose, you're easily distracted. You get pulled into other people's priorities, manipulated by trends, and controlled by circumstances. But when you live with purpose, you become focused, intentional, grounded. You stop chasing everything and start choosing what truly matters. You start making decisions not based on comfort, but on alignment. Every choice becomes clearer because it either brings you closer to your purpose or pulls you away from it. Purpose simplifies life. It eliminates noise. It gives you clarity in chaos. Finding your purpose requires brutal honesty. It demands that you stop lying to yourself about what you really want. Most people bury their true desires under layers of fear and doubt. They convince themselves to settle because chasing purpose feels uncertain, risky, and uncomfortable. But the truth is, the pain of ignoring your purpose is far greater than the discomfort of pursuing it. There's nothing more painful than knowing you're capable of more, but doing less. There's nothing heavier than the weight of untapped potential. Purpose is not about perfection. It's about direction. You don't have to know every step. You just have to know the direction your heart points toward. The path will unfold as you walk it. Too many people wait for clarity before they begin, not realizing that clarity comes through action. You find purpose by living, by trying, by failing, by adjusting. Every experience, good or bad, teaches you something about who you are and what you're meant to do. Purpose grows as you grow. It evolves as you evolve. When you're aligned with your purpose, work doesn't feel like a burden. Effort feels meaningful. Even challenges become valuable because they're part of something bigger than you. When you're driven by purpose, you no longer chase validation because you're anchored by conviction. You no longer measure yourself by how fast you're moving, but by how true you're being to what matters most. Purpose gives you the strength to endure criticism, rejection, and setbacks because you understand the reason behind your struggle. Living with purpose requires courage because it often means walking a path others don't understand. It means saying no when everyone else says yes. It means prioritizing growth over approval, truth over comfort. People might question you, doubt you, or even distance themselves from you, but that's the price of authenticity. Purpose doesn't ask for permission. It demands commitment. It requires that you become someone strong enough to stay true to your values even when the world pressures you to bend. Purpose also requires patience. In a world obsessed with speed, purpose reminds you to move with depth. It's not about doing more, it's about doing what matters. Some seasons of your life will feel slow, uncertain, and quiet. That's when purpose tests you. It asks you, will you stay the course even when you can't see the results? Because real purpose doesn't show itself in the noise. It reveals itself in the silence, in the persistence, in the faith to keep going when there's no applause. Every person has a unique purpose, but not everyone lives it because purpose demands sacrifice. You can't live with purpose and still cling to comfort. You can't chase meaning and still crave approval. You have to let go of what's shallow to hold onto what's significant. You have to be willing to lose temporary pleasures for long-term fulfillment. The world will tempt you with shortcuts, with easy wins, with distractions dressed as opportunities. But if you know your why, you'll never lose your way. Purpose gives you power because it roots you in something greater than yourself. When life hits hard, when everything seems uncertain, purpose reminds you that pain is part of progress. It gives meaning to your struggles. It tells you that what you're going through is shaping you for what's next. Without purpose, challenges feel like punishment. With purpose, they become preparation. That shift in perspective is everything. It's what separates people who crumble under pressure from those who rise from it. You don't need to have your entire life figured out to live with purpose. All you need is awareness. Awareness of what matters, of what fulfills you, of what impact you want to make. Start with what's in front of you. Pour effort into it with intention. Serve, create, contribute. Purpose grows in motion, not in waiting. Too many people sit still hoping purpose will reveal itself, when in reality, it's revealed through the act of doing, of giving, of showing up. When you live with purpose, every day has meaning, even the ordinary ones. You stop chasing happiness as a destination because purpose brings fulfillment in the process. Happiness comes and goes, but purpose stays. It becomes your inner compass, guiding your decisions, your habits, your relationships. It gives you strength when you're tired, direction when you're lost, and hope when things fall apart. Purpose doesn't just change what you do, it changes who you are. Purpose transforms pain into progress, confusion into clarity, and existence into legacy. It reminds you that life isn't just about what you achieve, but about who you become while achieving it. It's the silent fire that keeps you steady when everything else feels uncertain. It's the reason behind your resilience, the voice that whispers, keep going, when everything else tells you to stop.